What we're up to with this exercise, just from the winemaking perspective, we're starting with the base wine, which is going to be the foundation of everything we do. And we've selected 2 wines that we think can add something to it in small amounts. And when I say small amounts, we're talking about a percentage at a time. So the foundation of the wine is going to be this. It's probably going to end up being 80, 90, 95% of the wine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make some trial runs with the 2 other wines that we think of as seasoning wines, and you guys are going to tell us what you think about, and we'll come up with the final blend based on these 3. So this is the base wine. So I want you to smell and to taste the base wine. And what we do when we're doing this, we never drink because you would be drunk by the end of the day.
Right.
So just spit in the grates or just spit on the ground. We'll hose down afterwards.
I'll grab a bucket.
Thanks.
And that's, you know, have you seen the advertisements where it says, please spit on our floors? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think twice about it. You're
This will
welcome
be
to
our
spit in the
spittoon
bucket.
here. Yeah.
May I make a quick suggestion, if we all agree? If you could provide us with a little, was it a
Blessing?
blessing? I love to in memory of our beloved Matt, and this will be like a kickoff to a great celebration of him.
Yeah, great.
The beginning of the product, or we have the whole bottle. So
Appreciate that. So let's do that. If we could just be mindful of just the word of prayer and a blessing. And so we do acknowledge you, God, and your sovereignty and your grace and your mercy that even is even written, that is fresh and new every day. And Father, as we have gathered here today collectively, God, to participate in this formulation of this drink, this gift that's been presented to our family, to be extended to this community, God. I just thank you for all the time, the talent, and the treasures that have been invested in this. And we pray, God, that it would be a message, that this would carry a message of hope and encouragement and admonishment, God, to this community and to those that it serves. And Father, again, just thank you for the expertise and this opportunity, and for those that are present here. And we ask that you just bless this time. And we pray these things, Father, in your Son's name, as we said amen.
Amen.
Thank you for letting me lead that.
Yeah, that was
thank you. Mr. Matt.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Awesome.
You can smell the boastness of it. This seems like it's,
Presence.
yeah.
the presence. That's a nice word.
You know, if we spit on each other, it makes a great video.
Now tell us fun.
Brought these today. You know?
The filmmaker there. I need some good footage.
So like what you do today, I'll spit at people.
I know.
I love it.
Good.
Very good. Very good. Solid. Yeah.
So then what I'd like to do is, we spent a few hours yesterday testing different blends. What I'd like to do is to put together one of those blends for you, and then I'll pass it out in the same way that I pass the assessments. Take all your glasses, and actually I'll ask you to empty them.
So you guys are all drinking space right now.
But it's Did you tell them what the base was? I want to know what it is. Yeah.
Steve, would you go ahead? So this is TCS, P1 and P2. So 7. Oh, just explain what the wine is.
Yeah, this is actually a vineyard that's near where we live, up in Gordon Valley. It's on a hillside. Very old vines are like 30 years old. So far the wine that we've been making with it has just been very well received. I've taken some back east to Pennsylvania, and they just love it. And I'm actually now shipping these grapes back to Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and selling them as for winemakers back there. We pick into these little 30-pound crates, and we ship them back there for a lot of home winemakers, as well as small wineries. And so anyway, the vineyard fruit, I think, is probably the best fruit that I really have. You know, it has
It's finest.
some of the things I think. Some of the things that really is going for it though is the age. When the vines get very old like that, they really produce very high quality fruit. The yields are very low. but the quality is very, very good, and you get a very concentrated flavor. Small bunches, small clusters, small berries, and it really does make exceptional wine. So yeah, it's exciting for me. I mean, we've been running this vineyard just for the last couple of years. I've always admired this vineyard, and finally I had an opportunity to take on a lease of it, and so and I brought the grapes here, and I think I really surprised my winemaker how the wine turned out. You know, he's very he knows many vineyards in Napa, very high quality vineyards, and I think it was really something to see something come out of Sassoon Valley that was very comparable to some of the fine grapes that he's associated with in Napa. Yeah.
So I was going to talk a little bit about the vineyard too. I mean, the vineyard is in a very, very secluded, isolated part of Sassoon Valley, and there's so much wildlife and habitat back there. There's deers and fox and big turkeys. You know, like just this morning I called the kids to the windows because great big huge turkeys all fanned out, and just a lot of habitat for nature, and it's very peaceful and calm back there. So it's a really nice vineyard.
And the thing is about Sassoon Valley, you know, we have a lot of microclimates here, and the further you go into the valley, the warmer it gets, you know, because you don't have as much influence from that wind that's coming off Sassoon Bay. So out here we have the Pinot Noir. This is what this is out here. It's much cooler out here. And back in there, the Cabernet does much better because it likes more of the heat. And so it's in a very, it's probably the best area for growing Cabernet in Sassoon Valley. And then also we're going to be blending in a little bit of Tempranillo, and this was the first time that I actually made some Tempranillo was this year. I know that there's been a lot of interest in the last few years from different wineries into this Tempranillo, and I started tasting some of the wines and I really liked it. So anyway, I found a grower here in Sassoon Valley, Gary Mangles, and he grafted over some of his vines to Tempranillo, and so for the first time I brought in some grapes from his vineyard, and it really makes a nice soft wine. It's very, very pleasant. It's kind of a flavor of its own. It's very unique, and so I'm glad that we have a chance to try this.
Are you guys will discard. This is the first blend.
Okay, dip it all out.
What are we pouring now?
So this is blend one.
Okay.
The two wines that we chose to add, we have only in very limited amounts. The first wine is also limited, but not to the same degree. Linda gave me a target number of cases, and the base wine will not only allow us to make that number of cases, but will allow us to make more. But we're going to be limited in the blending by how much we have of
Very little.